Good morning. Happy Saturday. How is everyone? Yes, we are here at the VA World Conference, and I get to introduce the first speaker of the day. Excuse me for that in the background. However, we are introducing the lovely Melissa Gardner, residing in Maryland. You got some crabs for me? You got some crabs for me? Anyway, she is a business owner, mother, sister. Oh, that hair is always fabulous. Melissa Gardner is the marketing guru and has transitioned to coaching. She is taking this dedicated time during the transition to make sure that she take care of self by doing self-care and healing so that she can take care of us. Everyone, please welcome the lovely Melissa Gardner. Yeah, this that would have.
All right, all right. Hey, hey, hey. I absolutely love that little clip. It is getting me hype. I hope you all are hype as well because this has been in the making for 60 months. I know it's been over a year, almost 2 years. And I also know the sincere and hard work and dedication that has come to fruition on today. So I just first want to congratulate the team, Nakia, Dawn Whitaker Woody. Your vision has come to life in 2022. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Go Giga team, the VASL team. Y'all are amazing, and I love you. And thank you so much for inviting me today to bring a word, a talk to the women. And so I do have something for you today. It's very unconventional. I know that our previous speaker was unable to do this. And so I could, I thought about it. I could, go through some very practical, this is what you do strategies. But as Miss Janet said, I have been through a lot this year. And I want to give you some of the things that I've been through, some of the things that I know now would have helped me beginning, 3 years ago when I started my business. And it's helping me now as I'm growing and transitioning into something new. So, first, before we begin, I want us to take a moment and just pause, breathe with me because I need it. Let us be present here. And so we're going to take some breaths. We are going to do inhales, about 5 seconds. Hold it for about 4 seconds if you can, and then exhale for as long as you can, all right? So that we can really be here and be present because I need it as well. So you might put your hand over your heart, maybe over your belly. I love this one here over my heart. I love, just holding this space right here. So let's breathe together. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold, exhale. One more. Keep breathing if you need to. I'm going to keep breathing as I speak. But welcome, welcome, welcome to the VA World Conference. This session is how to start and build your online business and mindset strategy. My name is Melissa Gardner. I am the facilitator or the speaker for this session. And I've been in business officially for a little over 3 years. I, as Ms. Janet said, have transitioned. I started out as a virtual assistant. I transitioned quickly to digital marketing because it was where I came from, what I loved, this online space. And now I am going back to my first love because, see, your business is training ground. Your business is not just something that you're going to create and something that you just do and you're just going to make money and just live your life and that's it. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Your business is actually a tool to transform you. The business is going to transform you. And so I want you to be ready. First of all, you got to come in and continue with mindset training. Like, we are conditioned by the world, by society, by our culture, by our families, by religion, by all of these outside forces, right? As we begin our journey of life, from the time we are born to the time we die, we have things that are constantly bombarding us and telling us who we are supposed to be. And so, as a business owner, I want you to settle in to the fact that it's you. You are the one that you need to be focusing on. Yes, your business, you're going to focus on your business. That's a given because your business is your baby. Your business is what you're building for the life that you want to create. But you have to focus on you. And first, let's talk about renewing your mind, right? Renewing your mind. I am a minister of the gospel, so I always correlate to the Bible because that's where it started. Everything else that is out here came from there first, whether it's been twisted or whether it is the truth. It starts with God. And so I think about mindset as renewing our minds, that we are taking the things that the world has told us that we are, and we start to kind of dissect, right? We start to look at it and really say, is this true about me? Because you have to know yourself when you are in this online space, when you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. There's so many things out here. You have to know yourself. And so you have to start examining the things that you are believe about yourself, the thoughts that you think about yourself. Are they true? Is this coming from you? Maybe it's coming from outside forces, but you have taken it on. And so you're talking to yourself in a way that's not beneficial. So knowing yourself means digging deep. It's not surface stuff. It's not, oh yeah, I kind of like this. Oh, and this is what. No, who are you really? What are your needs, your wants, your desires? Those things that you don't speak out loud because you don't think anybody cares or anybody wants to know. Speak them to yourself. Your dreams, your desires, your goals, your visions, they're valid. They've been given to you for a purpose. Maybe it's not something that you're going to bring to fruition, but maybe it's something that's just a seed to drop into somebody else. Know yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate what God has given you. That's where you start to really dig deep. You think about those things, how you have been created, how you've been made, and you look at yourself and you're like, I'm a bad somebody. I am phenomenal. I am amazing. I have been created for this. These are the things that we have to start telling ourselves because the world wants to tell us, especially as Black women, that we are not worthy. And so we have to start telling ourselves that we are worthy. We are enough. We can do this. Those types of things, knowing yourself, your needs, talking to yourself nicely, celebrating yourself. Those that are in VASL and those who know me know I am all about the celebrations. Celebrations, small, large, in between, what you may think is not a celebration, because I tell people all the time, if you were able to have self-control in a situation, you didn't pop off at the mouth, that's growth. That's a celebration. Because maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, it would have been a whole different story. Celebrate those things, the business accomplishments, the contracts that are signed, the consults that you have, the that you got out of bed, this morning, and actually, put some clothes on. And because we in this online space, we're not always client facing, and even if we are, we may just show up, however. So celebrate even the smallest things, because sometimes I just feel like I'm just not feeling the day. We feel like that. But as we start to move, we can settle in and start to look at, okay, what exactly am I feeling? What exactly is it? You have to identify those feelings, because we don't check in, so we don't exactly always know how we feel. So that is one thing that is on my website. It's on my Instagram. Pinned to the top is the feelings wheel, to know how you feel from day to day, to check in with yourself, because once you know how you feel, you can start to change that through your mind and through your body. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Also, in the form of mindset is rest and play. We don't give that as much emphasis, and I thank God for my coach who emphasizes rest and play. Rest, y'all. Rest. I'm going to say it again. Rest. Incorporate rest as a regular part of your life and business. Shut it down, cut it off, and rest. Schedule in your rest along with all of the other things that you're scheduling in. Schedule in your rest, schedule in your play. Play for me can be going to the movies by myself, watching something that I want to, and then getting dinner, or lunch or a bite to eat afterwards by myself. That's play for me. Maybe going skating. Skating is on the list. I want to, and it's going to happen once I get over the fact that, yeah, but listen, you're going to fall a lot, because it's been 30 years or more since you've been on roller skates. But I am determined, because that was something as a child that I loved, that I would get back to. Play. What are those things that you love? Boundaries. We are servants. We love to help other people. We love to see other people thrive. We love when we've done something to help someone grow in some way, whether that is, you as an online business owner, or whether it's in your personal life. This is who we are. And so you have to have strong boundaries. I don't like to say you have to do in many respects, but in this respect, yes. Get your boundary game to be strong. Okay? I look at my son who's 6, almost 7, and I had to tell my daughter, I said, you know what, Christian got a strong boundary game. He knows when it's no. He knows when it's maybe, and he knows when it's yes. I'm taking notes from my child, because that is the original for us. We know ourselves when we're young. We know what we want, and we know what we don't want. And we set those boundaries, and we tell people, now adults may have the problem with some boundaries that children set. But in reality, if we look at it, they are so truthful about it. And we need to appreciate that. And we need to take notes. so that we too can have strong boundaries. And the boundaries are not to keep people out, it is protection for us so that we can protect the relationships that we have with people. We just set and say, these are the things that we desire, that we want. This is how I function best. And those others will either fall in line or fall out of line. And that's okay. Either way, it's okay. Gratitude, thankfulness, self-compassion. Very, very important. I just read a book on self-compassion, and soon I'll have a resources page on my website with some of the books that have really impacted me this year. And one is called Self-Compassion. Again, as Black women, we don't do that. We don't think of ourselves as being worthy of our own compassion. We want to give compassion to everybody else. We want to, put ourselves in their shoes. But how about we just stay right here and put ourselves in our own shoes and think about how we would talk to somebody else in this situation? How we would nourish someone else. Let's do that for ourselves. Compassion for ourselves, forgiveness for our decisions and choices that may have been made and that we're, just like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No. We don't talk down to ourselves. We talk nicely to ourselves. And this is not toxic positivity. This is being truthful with ourselves. Yes, I messed up. Yes, this did not go as I planned, but there's always a but God. But I'm thankful that I learned this lesson. But I'm thankful that I can make some different decisions or make some different choices. I can tweak some things moving forward. And then this is not going to mess me up when things really start popping down the road. There's always something that you can find so that you're compassionate towards yourself. You're loving yourself. And I define self-love as loving God in you, appreciating God in you, loving all the quirks and the foibles and the minute, the most minute thing about yourself. No, you don't have to love and like everything. I don't particularly care for my nose. I would like it to be just this little part, just a little bit smaller. But overall, I'm loving Melissa again. I'm not allowing other people to tell me who Melissa is. I'm digging deep in things like human design because I believe there are tools out here that help us. We don't have to jump in and go. My girl Shamika's on here. Thank you for coming early this morning. And she knows she's woo, woo, woo. She's like in there. I'm a little woo, woo. I'll go a little far and then I'm like, okay, that's enough for me. But there are tools out here to help us get to know ourselves. And I'm going to come back to check our feelings because I think that goes into the marketing sense. When we are able to feel our feelings, it's a game changer. I was the one who put everything aside. I'm the one who was the compartmentalizing queen. I put it here, I put it there, and I'm shutting it off. Maybe never to be seen again. If you want to pop up like Johnny Box, nope. I got the hammer. I'm going to slam you back down. But this year of feeling, you hear me now, hear me, has changed my life completely. And we as Black women, we are bombarded with macroaggressions, microaggressions, intergenerational trauma. Excuse me, because I'm going to be real with y'all. This is the things that I've been dealing with this year. In the past, those decisions that you have made in the past, and so many other things, being the mom, being the sister, being the daughter, being the worker. Maybe you're working a full time and you're building your business, and you are a caregiver for littles or parents or grandparents. We're doing all of these things, and we put certain things aside because we don't have time for that. Make time. Make time to feel. I'm going to tell you, it's crappy. It feels like ass. Feeling your feelings feels like shit. Excuse my French. It really does. I'm going to tell you the truth. It feels awful. But the yield and the healing that occurs, and I know my ladies later on today in their panel will talk about this, because I believe God has just, brought all of this together for us. The yield is phenomenal. How you feel, how you are able to respond to people, how your empathy for yourself and for others grows, how you understand more of yourself, more of your past, where these things start to come from, more compassion, more understanding, more allowance, not for people's ratchetness, but for people's weaknesses, more ability to hold space for others. And that in turn gives us more opportunity to heal as a collective. When I heal, I have seen the results. Feeling my feelings, I've seen the results in my daughter, in my son at 6, almost 7 years old. He is going to feel as he grows. I'm giving him space to allow him to feel and to understand what he's feeling, and to know that it's okay to do that, to feel like that. I tell him, you can be mad at mommy. You're mad at mommy. This is what you're feeling. And you don't have to throw stuff. You don't have to, be like that because you're frustrated. Identify it. This is how you're feeling, and it's okay. Mommy made you mad just now, and it's absolutely okay. A year ago, y'all, I wasn't there. It was hush that crying. And I'm ashamed a little bit to say this, but I know the growth that has come. It's because of what I've been taught. Hush that crying, or I'm going to give you something to cry about. We say these things to our children because it was said to us. And it's time, ladies, to cut it off. To cut it off right now. Having compassion with yourself. Having the desire and the commitment to yourself to feel your feelings. Life-changing. Life-changing for you and for everyone around you. I'm getting towards the end, but I want to say in marketing, know your work. So mindset, know who you are. Now, marketing, know your work. Feel your feelings. Market your business the way that you want. There's another session coming up that's going to be more emphasized there, but I just want to say, reimagine marketing and selling. How does that look for you? How do you want to do it? And you will figure it out. Everything that you need is already in you. Everything. You've been given everything that you need. It's already there. Just do it. We have problems with the execution because we don't believe that we already have everything that we need, and that the way that we want to do it is not the way that, people do it. We're going to throw that away too today. Do it the way you want to do it. The way I want to do it is speaking and writing. That's how I express myself. But writing has been an issue for me, easy for other people, but not for myself, because I didn't believe in me as much as I should have. As much as I do now, I would say. Not as I should have, because there's still more to go. Reimagine your marketing, your goal setting, all of that, because we are told hustle, 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 go, 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 do, do, do. Reimagine it. Talk to me later if you want to know more about that. Consider yourself, your life, your energy when it comes to consistency. Now, we hear that word thrown around, but you be consistent in your consistency. Your energy may not be the same as someone else's. Your goals, maybe you don't want a 6-figure business. Or maybe the 6-figure business that you want is something that's a little more hands-on. Like, you don't want to hire a whole bunch of people. You don't want to do all that. You want to stay in it because you enjoy it. You love it. Make it your own. It's going to work. You believe it's going to work? It's going to work. There's nothing new under the sun, right? Things have been done. People have done it. Strategies work. Strategies work. But you got to work it. And you have to know that this is for you, and it's going to work. You have to believe that. Failures in marketing, life lessons again. Life lessons. We're going to have failures. We're going to, have things that don't go well. That's okay. Because we believe that everything that we do, all our marketing, all the things that we create, that we're participating in, is working. It's working for our good. It's working for the impact that we're going to have on the world. It's working for our growth. It's working for our learning, our family. All of it is working. And money, because my program is Mindset Marketing Money. So this is where I'm coming. Money. My time is getting short. Investigate the money story. We all have money stories, whether we know it or not. But start asking those questions. What do you believe about money? What have you been told about money? Who do you have either in your circle or in your aspirations who looks like and is acting like what you envision yourself to be? And start investigating. Where did they come from? What are the things that they did? What was their money story? Because I know we'll find, and I have found as I've investigated, that this money story that I have is something that is permeated throughout our culture. It's the same. Things that we have been told that we're able to have, or even because of our environment or our upbringing, things that we have told ourselves that we are able or not able to have. Investigate your money story. Know that your worth begins at birth. My program, Mindset Marketing Money is about knowing your worth. And first of all, you have to know that your worth begins at birth. You were born into this world and you are worthy. Period. End of story. Everything else goes from there. You are worthy. You want to be a multimillionaire? You a billionaire? You are worthy. You are worthy. You're here and you are worthy. Speak it out loud, that desire that is popping up right now about money. Speak it out loud, whatever it is that may be coming to you that you are thinking about money, and ask, is this true? And if it's not, shut it down. That's a lie. And I'm going to tell myself the truth because I love myself. And the truth is that, yes, I may not have done this here, but that was then and this is now. And the truth is that I know more, I understand more, I am already more. And so I'm worthy. I'm already worthy of this. Position yourself and your business for growth, for funding. So those things that you're thinking about now, okay, my credit, there are ways. There are ways. Like, we're business owners, right? We find solutions. We find those ways. And so find that for yourself. There are ways to increase your credit. There are ways to budget that may fit you. Maybe it's with an online program. Maybe it's, something. I like spreadsheets. So I do spreadsheets. And then make it your own. Like, I love to have a big food budget because I like to eat. I'm a foodie. I like to go out, and I like to bless DoorDash delivery drivers, the kid dog Whitaker Woody. I love to bless my Instacart friends who bring me my groceries because that saves me an hour or more. I tip well. And so that's a big part of my budget because I get to bless other people who are helping me. And I also get to eat what I love to eat. Right? So make it your own when it comes to your money. Do you? There are things out here that help us, right? And so we do that. We bring it in, but start incorporating it and make it your own. Invest in Black businesses. Invest in Black people, right? That's how we grow together. Systems, accounting. We are systems people. We are, those people who come and get somebody all the way together when it comes to virtual assistants and those who really are techie. We're going to get you all the way together. And so if you have a different type of business, then systems, get your system straight. Hire one of these virtual assistants, these people that are here today, and get your systems together. Get your accounting together. Check in with your money on a regular basis, seeing where you are and where you want to go. How far are you from there? This is boss stuff. We don't just turn it over to somebody else and let it go. We have these meetings, because we are CEOs. And we have touches on all these areas that are all working together as we're driving, as we are taking responsibility. All of these things are helping us and supporting us in our journey. Be in good standing with your state and local agencies. And then lastly, be a conduit. Think of yourself as a conduit when it comes to money. That's how I'm thinking of myself. Like, it comes in and I get to be like, yes. And then boom, it's going out to do good in this world. And then woof, it's like, yes, she's doing it. Let's give her more so that she can do this, and she's doing that, and she's supporting this Black business, and she's donating over here to this charity, and then she's saving this money over here so that she can launch, this other branch of her business. We doing it all. But in the midst of doing it all, rest, play, know yourself, believe in yourself, know your work, believe in that you have everything that you need, and know your money, know your worth, that your worth begins at birth, and that anything else, your money that's coming in, that's extra because you are the currency. Thank you, Tony Jones. You are the currency. You are the currency first. And so take care of you first, and then keep it moving. Lastly, invest in yourself. The investment that I have made over the past 2 years, 2.5 years, it's priceless. The return that I've gotten. So constantly invest in yourself. Get yourself a coach. Get yourself a therapist. I have both, and I hope to keep both, maybe throughout my lifetime, or here and there, maybe simultaneously, maybe one then the other. But invest in yourself. Your growth is not just education; it is therapy. We need it. We need it. It is coaching. It's somebody that's just coming alongside you to say, I understand you, I'm here for you, and I am going to support you. As I tell you the truth, I am going to support you in all of your endeavors. And talk to me. If you are a VA World Conference attendee, talk to me. Let's chat. Send me an email. Tell me about what you have going on. We can do email. We can do speaking. A consultation or a talk where it's just one-on-one, and I can pour into you so that you can thrive. And that's it. I know we've got a few more minutes, but I want to open it up for any questions, any thing that I might have missed because I was not looking at the comments, but I am now. Hey, Nakia.
Hey, why you had to call me out about the DoorDash though? Why you had to call me
Listen,
out?
because I'm on the DoorDash. I bought it. I love me something. Listen, I paid for the year-long uh, service. Yeah, give me that so I can have less fees because I'm using y'all a lot. Because I don't want to leave. I don't want to go. I'm the
You won't
one who
blame.
doesn't like to interrupt. I don't like to interrupt what I'm doing. So if you're
The
able
truth
to
is
send
the
it to me,
truth in the DoorDash.
yes, I love it. We're blessing people. That's how we have to think about these things. We don't have to be ashamed that we use these services. Like the services are here to help us. In fact, it's helping you in your mental, your physical. Like I don't really, we're mostly introverts. Introvert, ambiverts. I'm an ambivert. I can do both. Go both. I don't want to say go both ways, but y'all know what I mean. Um, you know what I mean. And I prefer, to stay in if necessary. So we get to bless people through these services and bless ourselves.
Yes, I definitely think we get to bless each other. That's one reason why I wanted to continue doing the conference, and so that we can continue to pour into each other. So I thank you for being with us today. And I thank you for the word, because I have to learn to feel my feelings, especially after the year I've had. And I plan to do that. I am taking fourth quarter off. So, I'm planning to do that. I am taking the whole fourth quarter off.
Oh, that's so awesome. And see, y'all, this is what we want, right? We want to be able, I've had pretty much this year to heal. I come from a very traumatic situation, recent situation, and not to mention the trauma that I've realized from childhood and up until now. This is what therapy is about. And so, yes, you have to take that time off. And we as business owners, position yourself to be able to take a whole quarter off. Position yourself to be able to take 6 months off to heal, to dig deep so that you can come out, not swinging, but dancing. You're coming out dancing. You're coming out joyous. You're coming out with more power to impact the lives that God is going to put in your path. Because we're here. We're here for a short time. And we got to live. We got to live and we got to be who he's called us to be. So I'm super proud of you, Nakia. Like this is big that you're not going to be working. So I'll be checking in to make sure you're not going to be working.
I'm gonna have a close eye on her.
Yeah. I think I'll be taking a trip to Richmond. Yeah. This
I'm
coming.
serious, y'all. I already have all 6 speakers for next year. So ha 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 ha. So I can take off the fourth quarter because next year is already playing, y'all.
Okay. We be checking. We gonna check. And see, this is what it is, accountability. I didn't talk about that, but somebody else will. Accountability in our rest, in our
Mm-hmm.
play, in our love for ourselves and for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love the sisterhood. Thank y'all.
Okay, so I have a question. My question is, how do you feel the feelings? Like, I lost my daughter last year, and I ain't got time for that right now.
Yeah. Sometimes it's different, it's different, but I just I start with a good cry. Sometimes that cry continues.
Mm,
Sometimes it stops and then it comes back, and then I'm asking myself and I'm feeling in your gut, like you feel it here. This is not a mind thing. This is I feel awful. And again, it's not going to feel good, Nikia. It's going to be terrible. Um, but it's something that we have to go from our mind to our body. There's a connection here. There's a connection. People talk about mind, body, spirit, mind, body, soul. There really is. I've been reading. Actually, I think it's called the mind body connection. I'll have to look at my Kindle. Um, but there's real evidence of your mind and body communicating with each other. So your mind is saying, I feel this way, but your body's like, but nah, that's not how I feel. I feel like this. And so we have to be in tune to be able to identify correctly what those feelings are. And then feeling overwhelmed, what does that feel like? It feels like I'm stuck and I can't do anything. Acknowledge that. I'm overwhelmed. I feel stuck. And then as you sit in it, maybe you might be prostrate on the floor. Been there. It's not all of it, just a mess. Do it. Feel it. Sometimes I feel like dancing in my feelings. I do that. I'd be like, okay, Melissa, what song you want to hear? What song you want to
mm-hmm.
dance to today? You
I did
know?
that this morning.
And
I
then
had a little dance.
exactly. So you know how, but you're resistant because you know it's going to be ugly. Just know that the ugliness is okay. That Nakia needs that ugliness to come forth. Seriously. You need, whether it's a hotel room like that or your own room, Nakia to heal needs that ugliness to go forth, and just trust yourself. That's the thing that we don't do. We try to look at other remedies and other things, but trust yourself. I have multiple things. Not just the, crying, rocking, like Haley has shown us rocking, moaning, groaning, because some of these nonverbal things you're speaking. It's nonverbal. It's a moan, it's a groan, but it's speaking. Connect with the earth, you know. But most of all, it's about connecting with yourself. And it may feel a little awkward. It did for me. I didn't know what that meant. But as we start to do it more and more, as we start to incorporate different practices that we are led to, then that's when we start to be like, okay, I can freaking breathe. I can breathe again. It may not be all hunky dory, but you gonna breathe again. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, how can we get in contact with Melissa if we want that consultation?
Yes. So check my booth. I do have a video in the booth with all of that, but I am at Melissa Gardner Marketing on all platforms. That is LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. I am not on TikTok. Don't plan to be. I am not on Twitter. Don't plan to be. Well, maybe we'll see. Snapchat, definitely not. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn at Melissa Gardner Marketing, and MelissaGardnerMarketing.com, or I'm still in transition from admin concierge services. So there's still admin concierge services.com. So I'm, visibly transitioning. And that's okay too. You can be the best one in the world, do whatever. But you want people to see your realness, your authenticity. This is a part of my authenticity, that not everybody is going to have this and then woof, bam, it switches to this. No, mine is in process. And you're welcome to join me on that journey. So sign up for my email lists. I'm writing. I am, encouraging myself, writer Melissa, to come out again and to create the life that we want. And so there'll be more of that coming out on my blog and stuff as well. So thanks for having me.
And we thank you for being here. Your talk was awesome, and we will be doing some things. Toya told me to say something. Hold on. I am supposed to ask you guys to take screenshots. Please share. Make sure we follow each other on social.
Yes.
I think that was it.
And are we using a hashtag specifically for today? VA World
Conference 2022.
Okay. All right. Go selfie.
Yes, go selfie.
Yes, everyone, please take a selfie. This is
there she is.
Memories for us all. Every session, we will have a group photo. 4 people have done it so far. Come on, guys. It's just us sisters.
Hey, that's so cute.
You will get an email. You'll click save or something, and you'll get an email with a picture. So it's just us, so we have a memory of this talk. So
yes, Melissa did an awesome job. She poured into us, and we thoroughly appreciate her.
But I didn't think I was going to get that. Like that would hit me from the core. Praise him. That was amazing. Yes.
Yes. That money marketing mindset.
Ooh, yes. I can't wait to go back.
Yes.
Over and over.
I love that t-shirt, by the way. I'm going to give me one.
A good, it hits all points, all of those major points. And then underneath is where we, get into the weeds, get into the how-tos, and let's do. Yes. Thank you so much for having me. Blessings on the rest of the day. I'll be joining on the other side.
Awesome. And thank you for everyone that's engaging. That is encouraging. Dr. Imani, Ladies Living Limitless, Gabrielle, girl, yes, Christelle, Tanya. Thank you all, ladies. We really appreciate you. Let's keep it going.
We do.
Yes.
And next up is Tanya Franklin.
Yes. So see you at 11 o'clock for Tanya. All righty. Thanks, guys.
See you later.